Ah, yes, Stardew Valley, a peaceful farming sim where everything is perfect and nothing hurts. Let's be real, Stardew Valley is a perfect game, except for the 17 or so tiny things that make me want to yeet Mayor Lewis into the shipping bin. Luckily, modders exist to save our sanity. Fear not, fellow farmers. Today, we're counting down 10 of some of the best quality of life mods that fix some of Stardew's little quirks without turning you into an all-powerful god. No cheats, just smart tweaks that'll have you wondering, why isn't this in vanilla? The following mods remove some of the game's busy work so you can focus on what really matters, pretending you're going to talk to the villagers this time instead of speedrunning to the mines again. And the best part, none of these make the game easier. They just make things go a little smoother. Like upgrading from a rusty watering can to, well, a slightly less rusty watering can. Baby steps, people. Whether you're tired of getting stuck between your farm crops or running out of backpacks to phase too quickly in the mines, these mods are for you. Let's dive in. The first mod we'll be going over is the To-Do mod. If you're anything like me, your Stardew Valley farm is held together by coffee, chaos, and a vague memory of what you were supposed to do 3 days ago. Enter the To-Do mod, a lifesaver for the chronically forgetful farmer. The To-Do mod adds a sleek and simple to-do list system right into the game. Need to remember to water your star fruit, gift Marnie some mayo, or finally fix those fences you've been ignoring since spring of year 1? Just pop it on your list. Add tasks and quest requirements manually as well as important in-game events you don't want to miss, like NPC birthdays, crop harvests, or festivals. You can quickly bring up the to-do list by pressing the L key. Once the to-do list menu is open, you can add, edit, or even mark tasks as complete. It's fully customizable, non-intrusive, and best of all, you can even customize where your list can appear on the screen within the mod's option menu. Sure, some people use journals or spreadsheets, but with To-Do, you can pretend to be organized without actually being organized. It's like a planner that doesn't judge you. Plus, now when you forget to water your crops, at least you can say, hey, it was on my to-do list. I just didn't do it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You're welcome. This next mod on the list is TimeSpeed. Let's talk about Stardew Valley time management. 1 second you're sipping coffee, and the next thing you know, it's midnight and you're rushing to get home before your farmer ends up passing out face first just a few feet from your bed. That's where the TimeSpeed mod comes in. This mod gives you full control over how fast time moves in the game. This mod is for those of us who enjoy slightly longer days and a more laid-back playstyle. Want a more relaxed farming experience where you're not sprinting across the entire map like you're in the Pelican Town Olympics? Now you can by slowing down the time. TimeSpeed is especially helpful for players like me who tend to play with mods. Let's just be honest, it's a lot harder to get things done throughout the day when you aren't playing vanilla. With TimeSpeed, you can adjust time for indoors, outdoors, and even pause time completely while you're navigating menus or crafting. It's perfect for players who love to plan every minute, or those who just need a few more in-game hours to find that dang ectoplasm. It's a complete game changer, especially if you like to explore, decorate, or just stand in the forest contemplating your life choices in the rain. Just be careful not to slow time too much, because if you spend 6 hours fishing and it's still only 9-10 a.m., you might be too powerful. Or just very, very committed to catching that one gold star octopus. Don't worry, I won't judge. Next up, better ranching. If you've ever stared at your chickens and asked yourself, did I pet you already today? Or wonder if your cows need milking? Then this mod is for you. Better ranching gives you 2 game-changing features. Heart icons over animals you haven't pet yet, and milk icons when they're ready for harvest. No more guessing. I am notoriously forgetful when it comes to petting my ranch animals and my pet, as well as knowing when my animals are ready to be milked or sheared, so this mod has been incredible for me. Now I always know my animals' needs just by looking at them. Now you can speedrun your barn like a pro rancher. Pet the sad hearts, milk the happy cows, avoid that awkward moment where your goat glares at you for accidentally trying to milk it twice. This mod is so essential that I'm pretty sure Marnie even has it installed. Our next mod on the list is Passable Crops. Tired of running into a brick wall with your green beans and hops trellis? Then this mod is your ticket to turning your farm into a botanical runway. No matter how hard I try to create a good farm layout for my impassable crops, there's always that one crop I can't reach due to other ones being in the way. That's where this mod comes in. Passable Crops allows farmers to pass through all crops, including giant crops and the ones in trellis. Your farmer can even walk through fallen forage you may come across on the map. With this mod, your trellises will no longer act as impassable prisons on your farm or greenhouse. Happy strolling! In this next segment, I'll be going over the mod AutoGate. If you've had enough of having to open and close your gates constantly in-game, then AutoGate fixes that. The AutoGate mod is the ultimate convenience upgrade for your farm. Due to going in and out of my farm as often as I do, I tend to keep the gates open so I don't have to open and close them constantly, but this mod allows me to pass through them without any hassle. If you've ever tried to pass through a gate while on horseback, then you already know how that went. With AutoGate, you can even pass the gates while riding your horse without having to get off to open the gate first. This mod automatically opens and closes gates for you as you approach. No more awkward gate holding sessions or accidentally letting your cows roam all over the place due to a gate that was left open. It's like having a super polite farmhand who's always one step ahead. Warning, side effects may include feeling like a VIP every time the gates swing open just for you. Sit and rest is for those who wish that sitting in the game was a bit more useful. Ever sat down in Stardew Valley just to pretend your farmer is relaxing? With the sit and rest mod, those chairs finally earn their keep. This genius little mod is an awesome quality of life utility that lets you recover health and stamina just by sitting, finally making all those benches and stools more than just decor. Sit anywhere in the world that's sittable to recover 1 health and stamina per second by default. Use this in the mines when you're one hit away from passing out and desperately eyeing that suspiciously placed chair. It's like the universe wants you to survive. Just don't get too comfortable or you might end up spending more time sitting than actually farming. Hey, sometimes productivity is overrated, right? Next up is the Better Shipping Bin mod. You know that moment when you haul in a mountain load of crops, throw them into the shipping bin and realize you might have accidentally binned some of the items you were saving for the community center? Then meet the Shipping Bin mod. With the Better Shipping Bin mod, your shipping bin behaves more like a chest, allowing you to see what you've placed in it as well as retrieve items you might have accidentally placed there. Plus it lets you know the total value of the items you placed in right at the top. No math required. Now you don't have to worry about accidentally shipping your prismatic shard and iridium star sturgeon you just caught. The Bigger Backpack mod is next on the list. Ever find yourself tossing quality sprinklers and iridium bars on the floor because your backpack is bursting at the seams? Say hello to the Bigger Backpack mod, the ultimate inventory upgrade for Stardew Valley hoarders. This mod allows you to purchase an even bigger backpack at Pierre's after you've bought the second upgrade. This even bigger backpack expands your inventory from 32 slots to 48. You can even change how much you have to pay for the backpack in the mod menu options. With all that room, you might start to feel like a pack mule, but at least you'll be able to bring back that squid ink you found off the Squid Kid back on floor 97. Extra museum space. If you play with as many expansion mods as I do in Stardew, then the extra museum space is a must-have. For expansion mods that add additional artifacts to your game, you may be left wondering where they might fit into the museum due to the limited spaces available. This may prove to be a setback, especially when you're trying to achieve perfection. But fret not. If you're looking for more room for those precious artifacts, that's where the extra museum space mod swoops in to save the day. This mod expands the museum with 100 extra spaces dedicated to additional artifacts and relics you may stumble across in other expansions. It comes with its own extra room within the museum with several stretching shelves that are sure to fit all of your precious finds. Just wait till you see Gunther beaming with glee at all the new display cases. He'll finally have enough room to catalog every fossil and mineral you've ever donated, and still have space to judge your exhibit layout. Last but certainly not least, we have the swim mod. Now I purposely saved this mod until the end because personally, swim completely changes the game in all the best ways. Have you ever wished that your farmer could just jump into the mountain lake and swim, or dive into the depths of the oceans of Pelican Beach? Then your wish can finally come true with the swim mod. With this mod, you can put on your swimsuit or trunks and begin exploring the waters of Pelican Town. Just press the J key on your keyboard to toggle whether you want to jump into water or not. Your farmer will automatically put on a swimsuit before they jump in. You can travel around town via the waters alone and discover hidden artifacts while you swim. Another feature of the swim mod that I absolutely adore is the ability to dive into the ocean and the mountain lake. Well, in either of these two bodies of water, press the H key to dive in instantly. You can collect resources and hidden treasure during your underwater explorations, and play with the fish while you're down there as well. Don't stay down too long though. Keep an eye on your air supply or risk a soggy blackout. Your farmer will be subject to an oxygen meter that's based on their current max stamina. There is so much more to this mod that I won't bother going further into. It's better for you to check out the mod and discover these things for yourself. Swim adds that extra element of fun to the game that you've always been craving. With this mod, the only thing you'll be diving into is adventure. Now go make a splash. Just watch out for fish who might critique your stroke. If you're still watching up to this point, then I'll throw this last mod in as a bonus. NPC map locations is a mod that I've already covered in my previous video, 10 Stardew Valley mods I can't live without in 2025. But this mod is also a pretty valuable quality of life mod that simply feels like it belongs in the game. NPC map locations adds a neat little map overlay showing the exact real-time locations of all your favorite villagers, so you can track down Shane for a friendly chat or catch Pierre before he closes up shop. And here's the best part. It works perfectly with modded maps as well. Not only does it show modded NPCs live locations on the map, but you can also see them on modded maps like Ridgeside Village, Sunbury Village, Passerby Cemetery, and more. Whether it's a festival, a rainy day stroll, or just your usual daily routine, you'll always know exactly where to find your friends. And maybe even avoid those awkward "I just missed you by 5 seconds" moments. And that's a wrap on some of the coolest quality of life mods for Stardew Valley right now. Now you can finally mod out some of the more annoying quirks in the game so you can focus on the things that really matter, like farming, fishing, and accidentally scaring the villagers. If you had a good time hanging out and checking out these mods, go ahead and tap that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on more videos like this one. If you're looking for more mods to enhance your Stardew Valley gameplay, then feel free to check out my other video showcasing 10 of my favorite mods in 2025. Thanks for watching, and happy farming!